Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Razovy, and today we're going to talk about the cutest anime ever. It's going to be a top 10. It's going to be a two-parter. Of course, I will do one top 10 now, and I actually found 20, so another top 10 will be done next week, actually. Also on the same day. Do me a favor, besides subscribing to this channel, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to also subscribe to my Japan channel, which is called Konnichiwa. This is a passion project of mine. This is like my hobby right here. I really love making these videos. So do me a favor, if you are into Japan in any way, shape, or form besides anime, you're going to love this channel. Like, I'm almost 100% sure that you're going to love this. Anyway, let's start with number one, which is, of course, Bocchi the Rock. Now, I felt like I had to put this one first. It might sound weird, but this one has been taking over the internet quite a bit. And as the OG Razovy fans know, like, I have my own personal favorite. It's not Bocchi the Rock. I love this one, but it's not Bocchi the Rock. But I felt like I had to put this one at number one because it's so popular at this point in time. This is going to be a classic in 10 years. So, I felt like I had to. Now, for the people that don't know, Bocchi the Rock is about Hitori Goto, and she is basically, she's incredibly shy. She struggles making friends, and basically at some point she decides to pick up playing the guitar because she thinks it'll make her friends, and all she does day in day out, because she doesn't have any friends, she practices the guitar. She actually becomes quite good at it, and then she decides to join a band. Well, she's kind of forced into it, but she joins a band with these other four girls right here. So Nichika, Ryo, and Ikkyo. Now, these other three are, well, except for Ryo, these two are quite cheerful, and they're fun, and they're just nice to be around. Ryo is a little different. She's also fun person, but different, kind of like the quiet kid, I guess. And together, these four will now start a band and try to become popular in their in their field, right? Because they like rock, they make rock music, and it's very fun, very cutesy, very also sometimes actually some dramatic moments are like squished into it. It's very nice, very fun. There's not a lot I can tell you about it, simply because, well, the premise is so simple. So, by the way, there's some really good memes regarding Hitori Goto, regarding this girl. Very funny. Take a look at this one. Like I said, I really felt like I should have put this on one. Bocchi the Rock. Very, very much worth it. Then we have one that really pulls at the heartstrings. One that I think deserves to be either number one or number two. Sora yori mo toi basho, or in English, a place further than the universe. We follow two girls at first. Eventually there will be more. We follow Mari. She wakes up one day, and she basically, she's overcome with guilt towards herself, because she feels like she has done nothing with her youth at this point. So she's in high school, and she feels like she's kind of wasting her time, and she feels like she should do something that is worthwhile, right, while she's still young, that kind of thing. But she has no idea what to do. Then she meets Shirase by pure luck, because Mari finds a big chunk of money on the street, and it turns out that it's hers, Shirase's, and she gives it back, and that's how they meet, and that's how they eventually, or at least Mari eventually, gets into contact with Shirase. And Shirase actually is kind of like the weird person at school, like kind of like the oddball in school. Why? Because she can't stop talking about Antarctica. Not because she's necessarily a crazy person or something, but her mother actually went to Antarctica, and most likely, of course, she doesn't want to admit this, but we all know that her mother passed away there. So now she wants to go to Antarctica as well, and kind of fulfill her mother's dream, sort of, that kind of thing. But people think she's crazy because she's a high schooler. Like, what can she do, right? That kind of stuff. So these two have now made a promise toward each other that they will go to Antarctica together. Now, besides that, they will also eventually meet Hinata. She doesn't go to school. In fact, she just works at a local convenience store. She doesn't really go to school. She just she has to support herself. Now, we don't really get to know why that is, but there's a reason why she doesn't go to school. Most likely, her situation at home is not that great. Most likely, but like I said, we won't know. Anyway, this girl eventually gets to know these two, and now she will join them as well. There's another one. I will not talk about her because that's kind of spoiler territory in my opinion, but she will eventually join as well. There are reasons for that, but we basically follow their journey to how they will make enough money to go to Antarctica. Then we follow them in their journey to Antarctica, and then we also follow them like back to Japan. So it's a full circle story. This one is definitely worth it. It is a very beautiful story, and very cutesy. I would have not put this on this list if it wasn't cutesy, of course, but definitely 100% worth it. Like this is one of my favorites, really. Then we have another one that I felt like I had to put quite early, Licorice Recoil. This one also took the anime community by storm, I should say. We follow two girls, Chisato and Takina, and they are secret agents, sort of, and they have to basically do the dirty work for their organization. Now, there is something about Chisato that she doesn't tell her partner, Takina, and this will break you eventually, but I won't spoil that. But there's something happening with Chisato that Takina only finds out at the end, and that will really break you as the watcher as well. It's very, very interesting. But anyway, it's just about them doing like fighting and all that kind of stuff for this. It's actually really cool, but also cutesy from time to time, as you can imagine. That's why I put it in this list. And besides then, there's of course multiple characters that are really fun to watch. Right, we have Mika, who is basically this guy has taught these, or at least has taught Chisato how to fight and that kind of stuff, and Mizuki and Kurumi. There's also something off about her. I won't spoil what, but so there's plenty of cool stuff in this anime. There's 13 episodes. It's not based on anything. This is an anime original, meaning that you will get a full story. Like, they won't tell you to go and buy the manga or anything. This is a full story, and it's 100% worth it. This is a gem, in my opinion. Then we have Udan Camp. Now, if you like camping, hell, even if you don't like camping, you're still going to like this. We basically follow Nadeshiko, and she joins the camping club, or, well, that's actually not really true. You'll see that for yourself, but basically she meets a girl called Rin. And Rin likes to go camping alone. And eventually Nadeshiko, they meet up and they can become friends, and therefore Nadeshiko is introduced by Rin into the world of camping. Eventually Nadeshiko will meet other girls like Aoi and Chiaki, who actually go camping a lot as well. They even have this club at school, right? So she joins their club as well. And just together they go camping, and you learn a lot about camping as well. It's actually quite fun. There's multiple seasons of this show, so you can definitely watch a lot. Season 3 has been announced, so that's great. Season 3 is coming, which I'm really looking forward to. I've watched all the seasons. I also want to pick up the manga, but I still haven't. That's kind of stupid, but yeah, anyway, worth it. Udan Camp, such a fun, cute story, very funny. Definitely worth it. I would highly recommend anyone to watch Udan Camp. Now then we have the GOAT, the one that I really, really like, and the one that, if you think about cute anime, this one pops in the minds of most, and that is of course K-On! Now K-On! Is an all-time classic when it comes to popularity, when it comes to just classics in general, like when it comes to anime, like what would you recommend for a first-time watcher and stuff. K-On! Is definitely one that will definitely be said a lot by people. Basically, we follow Yui, and Yui wants to join a club. She has no idea what, but she goes to high school. She wants to join a club. So yeah, that's what she wants to do. Then she meets, in this case, Ritsu and Mio, and these two have they actually created the light music club, or they joined the light music club, and there's no other members anymore, so they're now the only two left, right? So they joined the music club, and they need more members. They need at least 4, so they're now trying to win over Yui to join the club. She does, and eventually another girl joins, which is Tsumugi, and she also joins the club, and therefore they now have enough people so they can they can have this club. It's very fun. It's mainly, even though it's about music, they mainly just sit around and talk and do fun stuff, right? Just really slice of life, right? Sure, sometimes there's music, and when there is music, it's actually really good. But if you take a look, for example, Bocchi the Rock, it is focused a lot on music, right? It's focused like there's a lot of live play, right? A lot of music is involved within this show. It's a little less in K-On! There are definitely episodes where they actually play music and it sounds really great, but it's different. Like Yui cannot play the guitar. She needs to learn how to play. So there's an episode where Yui buys a guitar together with the club, right? There are episodes where she learns how to play that kind of stuff. In Bocchi the Rock, Bocchi already knows how to play the guitar very well. She's mainly struggling with social situations, and in K-On! That's not the case whatsoever. So K-On! Is just very fun and upbeat and cute, and Bocchi can be very dramatic sometimes when it comes to like how Hitori sees the world, right? That kind of stuff. But it's good. Both are great, but that's how they are different, even though they're both about music. For the OG Razovy fans, you guys know I love this one. I have rewatched K-On! A lot of times. It is most likely my favorite anime, or at least definitely one of my favorite anime. I just whenever someone asks like, okay, what is an anime I should watch, this is always one that I put in the list. It's not the only one I would recommend, but it's always one that I always put this one in the list. Definitely, I love this anime a ton. Okay, then we have one, Kobayashi Son Chino Meido Dragon. This is I've talked about this one before. There's a reason why I talk about it again, because it's very cutesy. We follow Kobayashi and Toru. Now, first we only follow Kobayashi. She is just she just works in an office, right? Does, I believe, coding or something, and then eventually she gets drunk, goes into the mountains, and there she meets a dragon, like a real life dragon, who turns out to be Toru. Now Toru is able to also turn into a human. She looks like this, and they just start living together because Kobayashi promised this. Like, she promised Toru that it was okay for her to go meet her and live with her. She doesn't want to, but eventually she's very happy that she does. And eventually multiple characters join, like Kanna, Fafnir, all those characters. It's very, very nice, very fun, cutesy anime. If you need your sugar fix, so to speak, you're definitely going to get it with Kobayashi-san Chino Meido Dragon. Then we have Gabriel Dropout. Now, Gabriel Dropout it's very funny. The manga is still going, so if you like it, there's plenty for you to read. And we basically follow an angel called Gabriel, and she used to be, I should say, like the top of her class when it came to like angel stuff, right? Being a good person and whatnot, and eventually she goes down to Earth to help the people here, and then she gets into contact with MMORPGs, so gaming, right? Online gaming. And she just turns into, like, she does a 180. She becomes slothful. She doesn't do anything anymore except play that game. She doesn't want to help anyone. She doesn't care about that. And that is what her life at that point is. Eventually, Vignette, she like, this girl tries to help out Gabriel by making sure that she goes to school and has a normal life and stuff. But this is actually quite weird, because she's actually doing like kind of like angel stuff, even though she is a demon herself. So it's really weird that she's helping her, but it makes it all the more fun. It's very cool. There are other girls as well, Raphael, for example, and everyone's favorite, which is Satana. This girl, when this anime aired, she was so popular. Incredibly popular. There's still memes of her and everything, and all that kind of stuff. And the way of Raphael, she is kind of sadistic, which is kind of funny because she's an angel as well. So very funny, incredibly funny anime. The manga is great too. I would highly advise anyone to take a look at this one if you like the cutesy stuff. If you don't, but then don't watch it. But why would you be watching this video in the first place? Then we have another personal favorite of mine, which is Tamako Market. Now, Tamako Market is incredibly cute. It's incredibly slice of life as well. We just follow a girl called Tamako, and we follow her daily life. That is truly it. That's all there's to it. Now, of course, there is like a special character in all of this, which is called Dera, and Dera is a talking bird, and he lives with Tamako. There's a reason why. I'm not going to spoil that for you, but he lives with Tamako, and he is actually like the comedic relief in the whole thing. Like, he's very funny and that kind of stuff. He's very, like, he likes himself very much, and that's what makes it so funny. And we just follow Tamako, and sure, there's a love interest, which is this guy Mochizo, but he's kind of clueless about it, but he likes her too, but you know, that kind of stuff. Like I said, very slice of life, very very fun. Like the way that I describe it might make it sound like it's boring, but really, if you like slice of life anime, then for real, take a look at this one. It is such a shame if you would not take a look at Tamako Market. Like I said, it's one of my favorite. I have rewatched this one as well a lot, just almost as much as I've rewatched K-On! That says something. That says something about how much I like it. Tamako Market is really freaking good. I mean that. It's awesome. Now then we have one that is a little bit the oddball out, in my opinion, when it comes to this list. But I felt like I had to put this one in because it is so special when it comes to the genres that it kind of ticks, right? First and foremost, we follow these girls, multiple girls, who never leave their school and their teacher. There's a reason why these girls never leave their school. I won't say why, but these girls never leave their school. And, you know, it's all very cutesy at first, and the teacher is great, and they all go to, like, it's all very fun and stuff. But there is something about this world that they live in that doesn't add up. In the first episode, you will find out what that is. And if you have read this, you can kind of see that something is off about it as well. But fortunately, nothing is spoiled here as well, which I'm happy about. But these girls are in grave danger, and this is a horror anime. It is slice of life and cute, but also horror. And that's why I love this so much, because the slice of life and cutesy stuff is present every episode, but the horror part is present every episode too. It's such a weird combination. Yet if you like slice of life stuff, I would still advise you to watch this. It sounds weird, but trust me. Unless you're really not good with horror, then don't watch this, because the horror part is strong as well. But it's also cute, so take a look at it if you can handle horror. And then the final one, Dumble Nankiro Motteru, or how heavy are the dumbbells that you can lift or something. That's at least the translation. I'm not sure if the English title is very different. Is the English title very different? Nope. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? Okay, so we follow a girl called Hibiki, and Hibiki feels like she has gotten fat. Now, I cannot decide that for her, but she feels like that she has gotten fat, so she needs to do something about it. So her friend, let's see if I can find her, Ayaka, she says that she should work out. Now, Ayaka already works out a lot. She's a boxer, so she works out plenty. But Hibiki decides, you know what, I'll go work out as well. And there she meets a very popular girl, also very rich girl called Akemi, and she has as you can see here as well, she is really into muscles, and she wants to have a lot of muscles herself as well. So she joins Hibiki in the gym, and they just kind of just work out and have fun and gain muscle and lose weight, that kind of stuff, and that is about it. Like, there's plenty of cool characters that eventually one of their teachers joins them, and Satomi, and look, also the coach that they have, the trainer that they have is also really funny. Macho is very funny, but yeah. Like I said, it's slice of life. What is cool though, like if you enjoy working out yourself, this anime portrays working out very, very well. Like, if you train this, then, or if you train like this, these are the muscles that you train, and that kind of stuff. They do that very well. In the manga, it's even better. So if you enjoy working out, or if you just like seeing others work out, I guess, this is definitely one that I would recommend. Very fun, very cute, and just cool in general. I enjoyed watching this one a lot. It says that I only watched one episode. That is not true. I watched all of them, and it's very, very nice. Awesome anime. Now, besides that, like I said, part 2 will be uploaded next week. And yeah, just do me a favor, subscribe to both Konnichiwa and of course to Razovy as well, which is this channel. Make sure to do that. That would help me out tremendously. And of course, do not forget to click on the like button. You have no idea how much that helps YouTubers by simply clicking on the like button. It's crazy. The algorithm helps us out more if you do that. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I was Razovy, and you were you. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.